Is a real estate correction just around the corner? Well, that is a question many in the media are asking, and we're about to answer it right here. This is Brett Jennings with Real Estate Experts, here to share with you our 2022 winter market forecast. Now, although we may have had a very wet and snowy end of 2021, it was punctuated by a flaming hot real estate market. What's behind that hot market? Well, it all started about 2 years ago today when we entered this crazy world called COVID. Cooping people up in their homes for a period of time, giving the opportunity to work from home caused many people to rethink how and where they want to live and work, which caused people to move everywhere. People move from the cities to the suburbs. They move from the cities to vacation destinations. People move from the suburbs to secondary home markets where they can get more home for their money. How many people? A lot. And that number of people moving is only increasing. We saw 33% increase in the number of homes sold in the first year of COVID, 2020, versus pre-COVID, 2019. Looking back to last year, we saw another 32% increase in the number of homes sold in 2021. Now, this trend is causing many experts to call this the Great Reshuffling. And ultimately, it is one of the 4 factors that will drive the market higher in 2022. Now, real estate is a supply and demand driven market, and this great reshuffling is the first thing that is driving demand. Here's a quote from David Maley, president of Homes.com, who says, "The surge in the work from home population has rewritten the playbook for many home buying and rental decisions, from when and where people relocate to what people are looking for in their next home." When we look at the supply side of the equation, well, it's been incredibly challenging for buyers. We are seeing supply of homes for sale at the lowest levels ever. This is looking at a 3-year graph of Silicon Valley inventory, or the number of homes for sale. What you see on the graph going up and down is the normal seasonality, what we call seasonality of our market. We have more homes coming for sale in the spring and summer months. Typically that number of homes coming to market in the winter at the end of the year goes down. But overall, what you can see here is a trend where the peak of inventory in our peak seasons is less and less every year. And the number of homes for sale at the bottom, at the beginning of the year, is now at all-time lows. We currently have 126 homes for sale in the city of San Jose as we share this recording with you. And for a city of 1 million people is the lowest number of homes we have ever seen on record. Now, what else is happening? Well, interest rates have also been driving this spur in real estate activity, making homes more affordable. This is looking at the last 4 years of interest rates going back to 2018. As you can see, when we did the stimulus package and the government and the Federal Reserve lowered interest rates that spurred a lot of this buying activity, rates have started to tick up. Where are rates going in the future? This next graph here shows the Mortgage Bankers Association forecast on where they see rates heading in 2022. So you can see we do expect an increase in interest rates as the Federal Reserve is going to try to stay ahead of inflation. Now, the 4th factor that is going to drive the market is our stock market. In 2021, the NASDAQ rose 21%. Why is that important? Well, a number of new home buyers entering the market are often, at least in our area, cashing in stock from their employee stock purchase plans, and they've seen those accounts grow handsomely in the past year. So they've got more money available for those down payments. So to summarize where we think things are headed in 2022, prices will continue to rise because of these factors, but they will rise more slowly. We saw an 18% rise in price in 2021. We expect that number probably to be closer to 10% in 2022. Secondly, we'll see inventory. We should see inventory increase as more sellers list their homes for sale, but be prepared to not see those homes on the market for very long. It is and will continue to be a very fast-moving market. The third thing we're going to see is rates will rise as the Federal Reserve tries to curb inflation. So ultimately, well, what does that mean for you? If you are a seller, 2022 will feel like this, okay? A beautiful day in the countryside because homes will be selling quickly and for top dollar. If you're a buyer, this is what it will probably feel like. It's going to be competitive and this market will be moving fast. Ultimately, whether you're a buyer or seller, the key is you need to be prepared to win in this market in 2022. What does that mean if you're a buyer? Well, if you're a buyer, you're going to want to get buyer ready. What does buyer ready mean? It's not getting pre-approved, it's not getting pre-qualified, it's going beyond that to get pre-approved as an all-cash buyer. There are a number of select lenders that offer this opportunity to get you approved so you can write an all-cash offer when you go to put your offer in to buy a property. Why is that important? Well, in a competitive situation, all-cash offers have 3 times the likelihood of being accepted over a conventionally financed offer. If you happen to purchase a property where you're not competing against anyone else, being an all-cash buyer can often afford you the opportunity to negotiate a discount of as much as 3%. Now, if you're a seller, one of the things to consider is getting trade-in approved. What trade-in approved will enable you to do is utilize the equity of your current home to buy your new home before you actually sell your current home. That will enable you to basically buy low in this rising market and sell higher as the market continues to rise. That about sums it up for our winter market forecast. Now, a couple free resources. If you are thinking of buying, click on the search for homes tab. That will give you instant access to the MLS and all the homes for sale throughout Silicon Valley. And if you're considering selling, click the Find My Home Value tab. That will give you an instant estimate of your home's value as well as an equity analysis that can tell you exactly how much you can afford if you're considering moving up. If you simply have questions about your situation, you can also schedule a free discovery call. But until we talk again, this is Brett Jennings saying we'll be right here, ready to help you create a better life through real estate.